Hey guys, Ninja here. I've got Elliot on the table. Today we're going to do a bit of a glute treatment. So can you tell us about your glute, why you were thinking of doing a glute treatment?
Yeah, I reckon because it's this is actually my strong side glute, more active, more muscle, and just went on a trip recently to Bali. Noticed that on the plane there, I'm just sitting on one side a lot. So I felt like it's tightened up a bit since then. It doesn't give me much pain or anything like that, but it is feeling a bit short when I kind of dig into myself. It's one of those things, right? When you got a strong side, I have a tendency to use it more. So it's quite an eye opener.
Yep. Sweet. So what I chose to do is I'm working on your sacrum. So like I'm warming up all the fascia that's on top of your sacrum, and that continues off on into the glutes over here. So I can kind of, just by moving my hand here, I can kind of start to warm up that periosteum on the outside of the bone. Periosteum, the only anatomy I know. Periosteum, and continues on into the fascia and the tendons. So I can kind of warm it up a bit and still get a good camera shot. Like, always thinking the ninja, look at that. And you've got braids, mate. You tell me about the braids. What's going on? You're on your Bucks party over there in Bali.
So went to Bali with my groomsmen. Sort of went with a bit of a hangover theme. Yeah. Didn't turn out that wild, but they thought, we got to do something humiliating to usually dress up the buck or put them in a dress or whatever. So they just thought, get you some girly braids. And so they paid for it. Took 3 hours to do, and I quite like them actually.
You got to keep them. You got to get married in them. You reckon?
I don't think they'll last that long. But
you have to get them done again, man.
Yeah.
I reckon I'm putting that forward as a suggestion.
Here we go.
Get that past the boss or not?
Well, I'll see if she likes it. I think she quite likes it. It only cost me $50 as well.
$50?
Yeah, 3 hours.
You have to fly back over.
Yeah, it's
get
probably
them done again.
Cheaper than doing them here.
Yep.
Yeah, but good fun. Good fun. Feels great.
Yeah, and when you first came in the door this morning, I thought you had an ice cream tattoo on your arm. So can we get a little shot of that, Leo?
Yeah, so as you do in Bali, get a nice cheap tat. Kind of does look like an ice cream cone that you mentioned from a distance.
Yeah. Yeah,
but that's the Greek myth of Sisyphus. This dude who pissed off the gods, getting up to mischief, cheated death multiple times, and so they said, nah, that's it, we've got to punish you, and put him onto this mountain and punished him with pushing this boulder up a hill for all of eternity. So
turn around a bit, get the light on it, mate.
Get some more light. There we go.
Look at that. That'll do a nice nerve stretch there through the arm.
Yep.
You're into that?
Yeah. Pull it out open there. Cool. Yeah, so how we look after the body is kind of like pushing a boulder up a hill, putting effort. It takes effort just to hold it in place, and then to get it somewhere else, you got to put more effort in. If you take all your effort away, it starts rolling down the hill. So like when you're injured, when you go on holiday, when you're sick, that's time that you're not pushing that boulder up the hill there. And it's just a fact of life.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a pulse, isn't it? There's ups and downs. So got to rest as well as be active. You got a lot of healing happens, recovery happens, and kind of regeneration happens when you're actually resting. So we need both. So we need to get the dosage right, don't we? The balance right. And
that's the challenge.
Intensity and being specific about things that are going to help us out with our life. So that's where our mindset is anyway here. Body is an instrument, not an ornament, is a little key phrase that I like to have on the wall and think about. So how does it help out your function? Does it help out your life, your confidence and balance and mobility, things like that? So it's important to get results, have a bit of meaning. What you're doing with training and exercise. So.
It makes you wonder how many people focused on how they looked like before the cameras were invented,
Yeah, before the mirror.
Before the mirror, especially, yeah.
You'd have to paint you so you could see.
This is what it looked like.
Yeah.
Or you just be the dude staring into a well.
Yeah.
Or in a river looking at your reflection.
Yeah,
that's another Greek myth.
Greek myth, the guy that fell in love with his own reflection.
Narcissus.
Narcissus.
Yeah, that's his name. Condition
There's a few guys doing that, I reckon. Around on girls doing that today's world, isn't it? It's probably I've heard chronic narcissism is going on the planet. We sort of worry about ourselves. And the black mirror is, the cell phone. So yeah,
What's programmed to feed into that narcissism?
Yeah.
You can have low narcissism or not much of that ego, and then you just get addicted to this thing and it starts telling you a story about yourself.
Yeah.
They can get very carried away with, I've seen people like chase things around them because they're looking for some sort of approval, but they're not looking for that in their own families or even themselves.
Yeah.
It's an interesting, it's like what you're talking about with like self-esteem and self-worth.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's a distinction between self-worth and self-esteem. So when you've got self-worth, it's from within. So you can kind of see the value, see what you got to offer in the world and to other people around you, humour or, services or, all those different things that you're capable of doing. So it's a good exercise to actually look at your worth and your value that you bring to the table on the planet and how that's evolving over time as well. And whereas self-esteem is wanting outside validation. So self-worth is internal, self-esteem is external validation. You need rewards, praise, prizes, money, whatever it might be, accolades to feel like you're worth something, you've got value. So yeah, I think it's important to compliment people and reward people, but I think it's even more important to have self-worth so that you're kind of not dependent on rewards and praise and things, because you know that you're good, you know that you got value, you got something to offer, and you're not going to just drop your bundle if someone criticises you. So it's an important thing to strive towards, self-worth. We're just getting this gluten and a good tickle here, huh?
Yeah, it's nice there.
Yeah. So this morning we did a bit of a money spot workshop. So internally our training, we had I think we had 16 or 18 people here. So we had in pairs that rotated around. So we got treated different money spots in the body. This was one of them. So I kind of didn't give any heads up what we were doing. So yeah, people were put on the spot to be able to treat, but also the person on the table was really important for our own development as practitioners to give us feedback, whether we're hitting the spots, we've got good strength, or are we tuning in, are we overcooking it, going beyond people's boundaries. So that's really important kind of stuff to learn. Because once you kind of go across people's boundaries, it's very hard to come back and regain the trust and respect and things like that you need to be able to go deep with people. So we're practicing all the time.
Yeah, it was good. It's been a while since I've done it with someone here, like just doing one of those pracs. And just I remember like in the past when we'd be doing it, I'd just lose track of where I was, wouldn't follow like the bony landmarks, and kind of like go into no man's land a lot. And today I could really feel like I was stuck onto the borders a lot more, but also like some of the new guys just trying out whether they be on, whether they be off. So being able to like critique it and also understand what a good stroke would feel like. It's quite noticeable now.
So the congruency is a big thing, isn't it? Like, and being a good example of being a body worker, but also getting your body in a position where it's functioning really well. I think and body awareness, I think it comes with getting lots of body work. You kind of you kind of sense things are stuck a bit in your body, or a bit you're not moving so well, and you're in front of the curve, top of the wave, or bit. You're going to get it treated and worked before it becomes a bigger issue. So we're always encouraging people to do swaps here, and get critiqued by your what do you call it?
Peers.
Your peers. peer-reviewed studies. We do it.
Periosteum and peers.
Have a few beers over with your peers.
Beers with the peers.
Yeah.
That's what I did all weekend.
Yeah. Socialising.
Oh, it was good. It was like a lot of parasympathetic activity, you know, just a lot of winding down.
Yeah.
It's a good mate of mine, one of my groomsmen. He owns a gym, and this guy's like just 7 days a week workaholic. So for him to disconnect, it was just amazing to see. Just decompress. Yeah, we really need it, especially when we're just burning the candle at both ends.
Yeah. It's not healthy, huh?
It's just not.
It's a cycle, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just not how biology was meant to do to thrive. Yeah. We could use it every now and then just to, tackle a problem, but that should not be our routine. Yeah. That's how you have an early death, I reckon. Yeah. That's one of my biggest fears, Ninja, is an early death or a shitty death. Yeah. Yeah. I don't want no shitty death. Yeah, it's interesting. Come from a bloody daredevil. The guy that jumps out. How many? 1,500 jumps? Nearly 2,000. 2,000 jumps out of a plane, perfectly good plane, he jumps out of it. And you had a bit of a thing happen about a month ago, I think. The plane crash? The plane crash. I wasn't in it. Oh no, but your parachute didn't open, the first one. Or didn't the first chute was half opened or... it opened too quickly and it destroyed half the lines. Whoa. So and also it's still going way too fast. You can't land that. Yeah. So you let it go? Yeah, pull a tape. How scary is that? Fuck. Still pretty high up, happened about 1 kilometre up, so still got a bit of time, but you let it go and then you open the second one, that opened perfectly fine. Yeah. Lucky. That's why we carry two. Yeah. That's why we carry two. Yeah. Jeez. People always ask me, what if that one doesn't work? I'm like, well, we got the rest of your life to try and sort that out. Yep. That's it. It's not all lost. Yeah. And I suppose since I've been following you, I kind of get things in my feed. All these parkour people and that are just jumping all over things, and skateboards and whatever. And see, now that's mental, right? One mistake in those things. Yeah. Oh. People think that skydiving is mental, but if you have a mistake like that, you still got time. You've got plenty of time to sort it out. But if you're trying to jump from a building to another building, if you slip that up, that's it. Yeah. Or cliff to cliff. Yeah. Things like this. The earth is pretty hard. Buildings are really hard, It's when you're at height too. It hurts when you land, isn't it? The scary thing is that, with social media, we're seeing all these highlights, right? But I reckon there's a good number of lowlights, a lot of stacks. There'd be more. Probably more, hey, that just don't make it out there. And we as a society want to avert our gaze from stuff like that, but that stuff happens. Yeah. There we go. Anyway, I reckon I'll fix your glutes, man. Yeah, it's feeling pretty good there. Yeah. I'm just going to slowly come out. Ooh, that's important. Sweet. Put it away. Nice. Give you a pat. Yeah. So you'll be right. The old NLP. Oh, yeah. Send you on your way. Programming. It's all good. Yeah. But it's sort of you don't need the programming when you receive good body work. There's internal knowledge that you just know that the job's been done, it's going to be effective, you feel a release. So you kind of know what a therapeutic feeling is. And if you have a bit of body work, you're even more tuned into that. What is a good pain to kind of go through. And you just know if somebody's tuned in and if they're listening to you. So encouraging people out there receiving body work, tell the person where to go, guide them. It's your treatment, get the most out of it. Tell them to back off if they need to, get them a bit harder, tell them to change an angle. It's okay. If they're offended, maybe you need to find another body worker, that will listen and will respect you. So yeah. It's true, it's your body. Your body, yeah. Anyway, thanks for your support. If you do like our channel, subscribe, it really helps out the algorithm. If you are in Melbourne, come and see this bloke here. He is a genius. And I don't say that flippantly. Yeah. I got that word out, flippant. Hear that? Flippantly. Very awesome. It's been a jam-packed episode today. So yeah, but thank you for the support. Look in the links below. There might be something in there that is up your alley. A course, Patreon, our calendar. Thank you. Done.